get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the shotgun, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ziggy Ansah tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Check. 190. Check. 48. Come on. Hey, QB's tracks. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's third down. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a third and long. Again, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Penny, the first down carry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Vanette there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Wilson on the keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
Throwing. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down now, it's Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 60 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Bust through the tackle. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said?
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right, and he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On third down, Elliott. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. Here's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash. This from 33. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Let's go, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Check 52.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They're running it. Undercross, under. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
10th carry now for Elliott. Shrugs him off. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Again, it's Elliott. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 32-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll go down at at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Carson. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 28 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the class. Here we go, 54, go to 54. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Ricky.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Rip right.
Prescott. But I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They run it with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
We're going to 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll run with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Check 31, check 31. 81. 25, check 25, check 25. Kill. Then we're going to 53. 26.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Then we're going to 53. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 56.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 5-4.
Prescott to throw this time. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 37 yards. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their places.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The gain of 39 that time. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing now is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Just like that.
To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. Open man, it's Vanette. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.
about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mike. Move the team. I'll go special. I'll go special.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup at 25. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen.
Now it's Carson.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Wilson from the gun on third down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Carson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Green 80.
53 at the mic. I got it.
Good touch.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I'll get him.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. They set up the screen to Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 20. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On first down, Carson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's get it.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OT.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes will set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. For the left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Wilson now 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now here's Mahomes, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go, go, go.
43! 43! Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, deep, tight.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him, has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the...
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by theyself.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah. Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I got the get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, she wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out, flip.